Okay, so we're cross-examining Lance, so here we go. See if I remember my voice from. Make no mistake, there are fingerprints on that murderous gun. They prove that it was Lolly who killed Oliver. But Oliver was also after Lolly's life. So, Mr. Edward, even you must see that Lolly was only acting in self-defense. Fingerprints on the weapon, huh?
Oh no! This isn't helpful at all!
Look, Mr. Edgeworth, all I want to do is save Lolly. But in the end, all I can do is watch on as she takes the punishment for her crimes. No, the BGM, you think? How do I do that? I could probably do that in my computer volumes. Apparently it's a little loud. Is inheritance loud? Inheritance, are you loud?
Am I loud? Hello,
Oh,
am
you
I
look
loud?
loud.
This is...
There. I think that should be better.
I mean, I'm pretty understated right now, but I could definitely look louder.
Yeah. It seems like my mic's not... I'm gonna turn my mic up. Okay, I think we're closer to the same volumes. Hopefully that's better. But in the end, all I can do is watch on as she takes the punishment for her crimes. That may be all you can do, however. You still have a case to solve and a job to do. The job of unraveling your insidious lie. You wound me. Why would you believe me, even in the face of all this evidence? Make no mistake. No, let's press. His fingerprints. Are you sure they belong to Miss Pops? Oh yeah. Crap. German. There's no mistake about it. Through my connections, I have the best forensic techniques money can buy performed. Meant to be a bit peculiar. What? Are you trying to pick an argument with me? What should I do? Should I raise an objection?
Yeah. Always.
Frankly, I don't believe that Miss Pop's prints should be on that gun to begin with. The reason why Miss Pop's print should be on the gun, should not be on the gun, is...
The costume. The costume. Is there anything there? Yeah, let me see what it says.
This?
The missing model gun, yeah. Nope, not that one. It was the helmet. The victim's costume. No, victim's costume. No, is there the other one?
Gun say? What is what?
The other head and the other screen. No. I mean, you know what I'm trying to get at, right? Like she was wearing a costume. She wouldn't have fingerprints.
Was she wearing a costume? I guess she was. Wasn't she wearing the pink costume?
Yeah.
Stolen costumes?
Yeah.
No, she was wearing the blue badger, but yeah.
Yeah, that one. Stolen costumes. Go. Object.
Take that! Simply not possible for Miss Pops to have left any prints on the murder weapon. Because while she was at the stadium, Miss Pops was wearing a costume. Huh? This has been no mistake. We've found fingerprints. Miss Pops, do you remember touching the gun at all at any time?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I did hold it for a bit back in the hideout. I handed it off to Mr. Decombe when he and Lance left for the haunted house.
Retrieve the ransom money, I suppose. And there you have it. That is when Miss Pop's fingerprints found their way out of the gun. You understand now, Mr. Amano. Fingerprints do nothing to prove that Miss Pops is the murderer. But you still don't have anything to prove that she isn't the killer, right? You're very adamant about insisting that your girlfriend is a cold-blooded killer.
Hola.
What? No way! I'm incredibly worried about her. That doesn't change the fact that you don't have any evidence, right? That's where you're wrong. Not the evidence. Why do we need evidence to prove that she didn't do it when there's no proof she did?
I mean, yeah.
How? The story that Miss Potts killed the victim at the stage in the stadium. The whole affair is simply not true because that was not the real crime scene of the setup. This proves that the real murder was not committed at the stadium at all.
Mirror fragments? Is that what it is?
That's the victim's costume. Oh!
Yeah, because the mirror was in the costume and the glass was in the isolation room.
I think it was from the haunted house, but... So the mirror fragments, right?
I think so.
Take that!
This piece of evidence proves that the real crime scene is not in fact the stadium. Mr. Prosecutor, I have to rate that piece of logic a 0 out of 10. 0? It's at least a 6.8 out of 10. Is that an IGN reference? No, it's 7.8. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess they just randomly picked a number. This way, Lolly is going to wind up getting arrested. Speaking calmly and clearly, the murder did not happen in the stadium. In the scenario where the victim was up on the stage and Miss Pop was down below, there must be something that validates it. Yeah, Dirk did. I have a feeling it's the right evidence at the wrong time.
Is it the corpse that there's no blood? No, the body was moved.
We know the body was
Right?
moved.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We already established that. Discovered in front of the main gate? Is that what it is?
Miss Pop's fingerprints on this gun.
Can you let me hold it for a sec?
I shouldn't if you don't know how to handle it. Besides, Miss Pop's prints are on it.
Look, I'm wearing gloves. It'll be okay. I just want to take a look, that's all. Not like I'm gonna run off with it. The only thing I don't return are treasures.
Killing either one would land you in jail, you know. Is there anything else? No. Nothing else? Okay. So what were you saying?
Let me keep going one by one so I can... Nope. 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 No.
Wait,
No.
wouldn't it have not been point blank if it was at the stadium? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's my best guess right now, but let's just see what everything else has to say now. No. I really do think it's the corpse that said it was moved.
Corpse?
Yeah, I know that we've already used it, but like
we know it was moved though, because we found the corpse in that garage, and they say it was moved from the stadium.
is it the costume that said it didn't happen, that it happened at point blank? It wouldn't have
That's
happened.
my best guess.
Yeah, we could try it.
Take that!
Nope.
Let us take another good look at the costume the victim was wearing. Then I believe you'll see why I insist he was not shot at the stadium. This is the part of the costume that proves it.
The shards of glass inside the helmet,
Take that!
We already...
which is what we did.
If you look at this area, all will become clear. This area? Do you really think that sort of vague statement is going to fly? She saw right through me.
No?
Just know that it's not possible the victim to have been shot at the stadium. I think it's the point blank.
I guess so.
Take that!
The burn around this bullet hole was made when the victim was shot at point blank range.
Ah, so then you mean the murder Miss Obeck saw at the stadium really was...
Yes, she saw two people, but they were separated by a distance. If the victim was indeed shot from below the stage, there shouldn't be a gunpowder burn. Look at you, Mr. Smarty Pants Prosecutor. You seem to know all the answers. Why not tell us where the real crime scene is, then? It set me up to look like Mr. Deacon back at the hideout. If that's the case, then the murder must have happened prior to that. The location where Lance and the victim were just before I was in prison was... Got it. I know the real scene of the murder. The real location in which Mr. Deacon was killed is here.
The haunted house? Is that what you're saying?
Take that!
I think it's not reasonable to assume the murder took place in a haunted house. A haunted house? Yes, and I have proof that it's highly likely the victim was killed there. What proves that the real scene of the crime was the haunted house? And this definitely proves that there couldn't be broken mirror fragments from anywhere else in the world.
Nope. Just in the haunted house.
It's the only time a mirror has ever been broken. These were inside the victim. These were inside the victim the costume was wearing. The fragments of a mirror.
That's kind of dark.
Five Nights at Freddy's kind of stuff. Oh god, what happened?
Oh, no.
Computer went weird. There we go. Mirror. What does that have to do with anything? Indeed, you don't exactly expect to find pieces of a mirror inside a costume.
Yeah, that's actually pretty dangerous.
However, there's one place I can think of where there's a plethora of mirror fragments. And that is the haunted house. Lance Amano, I propose that you killed Mr. Deacon with the revolver in the haunted house. Is this Clue? After that, you stole the blue Badgermobile to move his body to the Wild Wild West area. Telling me when the blue Badgermobile was stolen confirms this is a fact. Yes, me boy, say no more. Sorry, Miss Amano, but I cannot do that.
Not so fast!
Be quiet! Please do something. Stop that boy from speaking any more nonsense. Mr. Amano, correct? Am I you? Now be quiet, Gramps. How dare you? I don't need words. The only thing I require is evidence. Decisive evidence. To call these mere bits decisive is a bit too presumptuous, Mr. Prosecutor. What? Sheena, wasn't there a mirror in the kidnapper's hideout?
Yes, there was a mirror there. A mirror that's for the haunted house.
You see, is it possible the fragments got into the costume there? Rachel Ling, there were no fragments on the floor, so the probability is very low.
Not so fast!
Probability? Langzy says, on Truth's Pass, the word probability does not exist. The only thing that does is definitive proof. The question, Mr. Prosecutor, is, do you have the definitive proof you need?
Well, Miss Edgeworth, do you?
Do I have solid evidence that proves the murder took place at the haunted house? The answer is no. See? So you said you don't have any. Shut up.
Mm.
I don't have the evidence yet, but certain the murder occurred around the time I turned the ransom over. At that time, the only people at the haunted house, besides myself, were Lance and Mr. Deacon. I can prove that the murder took place at the haunted house, and I can prove Lance's guilt in connection to the murder.
What now, Miss Edgeworth?
Agent Lane, on a special request. Yeah? I'd like to prove to you that the scene of the crime is indeed the haunted house.
Why in the world are you asking the werewolf for permission?
Because I don't really have a choice if I want to find out the truth. Alright, permission granted. You're not going to touch a single thing, got it? It won't be a problem. What's important to me is that the truth be brought to light. It doesn't matter by who or how it's done, as long as it is. Sheena!
I'm here.
Put in the paperwork for the authorization immediately.
Understood. I'll go get the Greatwater Group's approval.
Who is that? No, no. Let's hold on for a second. There's no need to obtain approval. Mr. Amano. Agent Lang, if you would please take a look at this. What is it? Sheena! I can't read.
It's the deed to the haunted house.
Deed. Read it out loud.
Greatwater Land, Inc. hereby bequeaths the property known as the Haunted House to Mr. Amano for the lump sum of $1 million paid in full in cash.
What? Oh. As you can see, I am now the legal owner of the haunted house.
Are you kidding? When did you?
I went to the owner of the park earlier and we made a deal almost immediately. How quickly things move when you can prepare $1 million in the blink of an eye. That $1 million you paid, don't tell me it was... Well, that's right. This disgusting suitcase belongs to you, doesn't it? I don't have any more use for it, so you may have to back now. You used the ransom money? My Lance is a good boy. He even apologized for the kidnapping a bit earlier. So I do believe that I will forgive him. After all, he did return his ransom money. That's the way things are, so if you would please discuss things with me from now on. Discuss. We'll learn to discuss. My permission to enter the haunted house, of course. If we were busy listening to Lance's story, Mr. Amano was out there preempting us. Permission to search the haunted house is denied. End of discussion. It's laying away to rest that girl. And Miles, you should return at home, my boy, before I really lose my temper. Mr. Amano definitely has the deck stacked in his favor here. What should I do? If I leave it like this, the truth will be lost forever.
Called obstruction of justice.
I mean, is that illegal? Like, for him to deny searching there?
I mean, they can get a warrant.
Okay, they can get a warrant, but they don't have a warrant right now, so...
The subtext is that it's a crime scene, so like you just because you gained ownership of a crime scene's location during the crime scene investigation doesn't suddenly mean that whatever right was already indebted to the location is now suddenly null and void.
But we
Like,
don't have
that there was
evidence the haunted house, or we haven't properly determined that the haunted house is the crime scene. We're just suspecting it. We'd still need a...
I would assume the
warrant.
entire park would fall under the jurisdiction of like a crime happened in this location, right? That's not like saying that like my bedroom is a crime scene, therefore the rest of my house is not admissible in court.
I mean, yeah, but there's the argument that what if somebody else owns the kitchen? You have to probably get a warrant to search the kitchen separately.
I'm not 100% sure in like how the law is
I
written,
mean,
especially like
neither.
depending on where
Yeah.
you are. But like I do think that there is a precedence if there is a belief that they're probably like it's like something along the lines of probable cause. I don't know how far it extends, but I think that under certain rules that you have certain liberties to do investigations in crime scenes and locations that could be part of a crime. I don't know the details, but like I that's what my heart is saying right now.
Oh, we should all listen to our hearts. Kingdom
When
Hearts.
you walk out.
No, don't! DMCA! If I can't get permission to investigate the crime scene, then the truth will be lost.
Hold it, hold it, hold it!
Kate.
Gertrude, what are you doing spacing out? Have you forgotten there's only one thing you should do at a time like this?
What is that?
When people are in a bind, the hero of justice appears to save the day. Look, just leave it to me.
She's just like, don't worry, everybody. I'm gonna go break in and find evidence.
Hey, no, that's not admissible in court. For I am Kay Faraday, the second of the great Yagarasu.
I mean, we're not in court yet. We're just trying to find a suspect. But I thought you were a thief, not a hero.
The Yagarasu is ignorable and is always a thief of justice.
That's of course.
If we have enough information, I can recreate the inside of the haunted house like with this.
That bad Batcher outfit is kind of creeping me out the way it's crumpled there. With the head on top.
Plus, if we then factor in everyone's testimonies,
You can recreate exactly what happened when I dropped off the ransom money. Maybe you'll figure out some new information through this. It's worth a try. Agent Lane. So you want to use your little toy. Be my guest.
okay, hang on. You're all about to witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood.
Detective Gumshoe. Is a copy of the haunted house's blueprint among the police's reference documents.
Yes, sir. We got it just in case we needed it for the kidnapping cases. All right, I'll input the haunted house data then. Pew, 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 pew.
What is this? Where are we? It's like we're inside the haunted house. If I can't respect the real location itself, the path to the truth slumbers here. If I can successfully navigate my way using logic, I'll ultimately arrive at the truth. Now, I believe I'm ready to investigate the crime scene.
Okay. What should I recreate first?
I haven't figured it out yet.
Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. But I'm gonna make you do all the hard work.
Very well, I'd like to inspect the moment in which I was ambushed by my abductor. The two of them were definitely in this place at the time. I can verify that when you arrived with new lead. I had just come out into the hallway after leaving the money inside the dining room. At that time I saw a Badger slumped over at the floor at the end of the hall.
Eh? Badger doing all the way down there.
I also thought it strange. However, I thought that maybe it was simply a mannequin that was set there for atmosphere.
Do you know which Badger it was?
knew. It was too dark to tell. All I saw was its silhouette.
Well, in that case, I guess I'll just program a badger silhouette in for now. Okay, programming complete.
And I started walking towards the exit.
And that's when you were struck from behind, right?
Yes.
But that's odd.
What's odd is it says Bay on screen right now.
Oh! Cursed. But how was it dead end? Where did your assailant come from?
There's only one location I can think of. I believe my assailant was lying in wait here. Where do we think the assailant was lying in wait? I have theory, if you don't know.
What? I mean, underground, right?
I think it was the Badger. I think I remember the intro that the Badgers talk about.
Oh, yeah, that... I thought we already knew that. But the implication is that it was a badger, like... Right now, we're under the impression that it was just a stuffed badger. Like, it wasn't filled with a
He said he
person.
thought it was a
like-
costume.
Yeah,
For him to
so yeah, it is... Yeah, it's the bee.
Take that!
The B and Bay.
The bee and bay.
That doll I saw wasn't a doll. It was in fact a costume kidnapper.
Oh, so he used a costume as a perfect camouflage to blend in with the rest of the house.
I don't know if that's a perfect camouflage, but I guess it. If they just thought it was a creepy doll. Precisely, he waited until I had made the drop off and was about to leave. Then just as he saw me take a step towards the exit, he stood and launched his attack. I can think of no better hiding place than this.
Hey, not bad. I'm beginning to think I should steal this tactic for myself.
Just don't use it to do anything criminal, okay? Looks like a Tilly-Tubby.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. Well, Lance... What are you asking me for? It's one of the kidnappers. I figured I should give you the chance to confess first. I was one of the kidnappers, but I don't know anything. I did come up to the haunted house, but I never set foot inside. I left Oliver in charge of picking up the ransom money. Inside, is he telling the truth or is this another lie? Right, then you're claiming there was Mr. Deacon who assaulted me. Yes, I'm sure it was him.
Okay, put in the new information now. Mr. Deacon was the bad badger, right? Since the bad badger has a gun attached to its right arm, I'll have to change it so the weapon is on its left hand.
Now to verify the facts of this information. Where's the gun? What?
I can't believe what I'm seeing, sir. This place that I'm standing in, it's like some crazy dream.
Except this isn't a dream, this is something Kay's gadget.
No, wait. This is exactly like a dream, sir. I've never been more impressed. It's a miracle.
Someone sure is easily impressed.
Key, I'm glad you like it. Oh, so this is a product of your gadget? No, I wish I had one too.
Were you even paying attention, Gumshoe?
What happened? Well, Once this is over, I'll let you play with it for a bit if you want. You can do that for me, pal. Thanks. In that case, let's wrap this case up already.
Gumshoe's really excited to play with the case gadget.
What?
It's times like these that I wonder if they understand the seriousness of the situation. Thanks for letting us use Little Thief. Langzy says, reject not those who seek the truth. So keep in mind that I'm not doing it for you, I'm doing this for the truth. So clearly I understand. We have different methods, but our wish is the same. So have you noticed anything worthwhile?
I have no obligation to talk with you. Well, I'm fine with just a little thief in solving this case. That toy. It's very well made. That's because it's the heart of the noble thief, Yatagarasu.
Okay, that may not be something you want to advertise to everyone. So, Sheena, what exactly is the source of extra-dimensional like space?
I believe this is nothing more than a projection from a girl's toy.
So it's all an illusion, right?
Yes. Hey, don't treat this like some sort of silly light show.
I mean, I don't get how it projects things behind people. Denial you want, but it will all be for naught, Lance. As soon as I expose the truth, you'll be placed under arrest. How can you do this? After all my dad has done for you. After all my dad has done for you. What your father has done for me is unrelated to the charge you face now. Unbelievable.
You know, you sound kind of like a bully right now, Mr. Edgeworth.
If I'm not serious about this, you'll never understand the true gravity of his crimes. I will not allow him to remain a child forever. After all, he was kidnapped.
Now you sound like a dad. What's Mitsurugi's last name?
Edgeworth?
No, it's Japanese one.
What's the name of the character from Grade A Story? It's Kazuma's last name.
Oh, is that what he is?
No, they're no relation. Otherwise, their relationship would be like weirdly like ancestral.
They weren't siblings?
If they came from Ryunosuke and Kazuma, then they would, because
Ryunosuke and Kazuma bore children together?
they had babies.
Okay.
It was like the 1800s. Anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
We don't know how reproduction worked back then.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't know how reproduction worked back then. So. Miles, my boy, what is the meaning of all this? Do you plan to pay me back for all I've done for you? Is the conviction of my son? I've forgotten my debt to you. However, his son's crimes are a separate matter.
Oh,
I love how
so
he's facing
funny.
away from it and bowing. Further, I can't ignore the truth when it's right before me. Even if it regrets this, I promise you that. The outcome I never regret the choice I make.
Two things. I forgot that Edgeworth wasn't his first name. It's Miles.
Yeah, Miles tells Edgeworth.
Second of all, I did the same thing in Japanese. Mitsurugi's his last name. His first name is Reiji.
Which means dragon.
No. Ryunosuke. The Ryu in Ryunosuke is dragon.
Reiji, Ryu. Kind of
Reiji is
the
like a
same
dragon.
energy. Miss Pops, by my hand I will prove your innocence in the murder of Mr. Deacon. Therefore, please don't fret. It will soon be over. You do not trust me. Pops?
That is... Your face is all beet red, Mrs. Pops. No, I can't. I have a lamp.
Lolly, don't tell me that you like that guy more than me.
That? Oh, why am I so pathetic? I am so easily swayed by even a single glance. I'm...
What exactly is she going on about?
You have another guilty person in your hands, Mr. Edward. When you take a look around, it almost feels like you're in a house of mirrors.
Indeed, who has ever heard this many mirrors inside a haunted house before?
Well, at least we know this is a real crime scene thanks to these mirror shows.
Mirror house, haunted house hybrid. It's full of mirrors.
Wait, these shards? There's something different about them.
Oh?
The ones we found earlier are thicker than the glass from these mirrors on this wall. And look, there's some sort of design on the back too.
Wait, she's saying it's thicker than the shards from the glass on the wall, but how did she know how thick the shards from the glass on the wall are?
Well, you know.
Because they made the simulation all new, then, like, the blueprints wouldn't have had the thickness of the mirror.
Well, you know.
Pieces from the costume are certainly different from the other mirrors. What does this mean? Could be that our pieces are not pieces of these mirrors? That is a loophole I didn't think of when I first played it. Or like a plot hole. A loophole.
A Pluto.
Pluto. So replica myself.
I'm trying to... You were totally oblivious to what was behind you, huh?
Yes, I suppose I am also to blame for what happened to me. It was incredibly dark, which is all the more reason I should have been more alert. If I would never be caught by surprise again, ever in my entire life. I didn't recreate the weapon.
Well, I can't exactly recreate something I know nothing about.
You recreated the mirror thickness.
So tell me, what were you hit with?
The attack came from behind, so I have no idea. But I doubt it was someone's bare hands.
Okay, then where were you hit with?
I was hit on the right side of my head just above my temple. There was a bit of blood, but it wasn't anything serious.
Ouch, sounds painful.
Why are you smirking like that when you say it?
It's just your imagination. Now, let's see. I wonder if there's anything in the hallway that could have been used as a weapon. Looking for something the culprit could have used to hit you with. Sword.
What sword? Broken
Sword.
prop sword?
Yeah.
But it's broken!
Take that!
Well,
I'd have it. There was indeed one such object lying here in this hallway. A prop sword.
you're talking about this thing here?
Yes, although we did find it at the kidnapper's hideout. Wait, yes, it's possible that the culprit took it with him after using it on me.
So leave no evidence behind, right?
Correct, it may be worth a more thorough examination, yeah.
Okay, so what test do you want to run on the sword? It's a digital sword. You can't.
No, we
How
have the
does she-
sword with us!
Oh, I thought you were trying to like put
No, they-
luminol on the digital like
No,
recreation.
They're saying the broken sword we have. It wasn't broken then.
Let's test with luminol.
Not Prince. Not look for Badger Prince.
They were wearing a costume.
Badger Prince.
Badger Prince. Badger Prince.
Mushroom, mushroom.
You say that? I actually got. It's very funny. I'll send it to you later.
The cloaker was wearing a costume at the time, so fingerprint
Okay,
analysis
I'll
is
say
useless.
it on stream.
What?
Larian Studios just released a trailer for the port of Baldur's Gate to PS5, and they referenced the Badger.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah. It's very funny that you refer to it.
I mean, that's probably why it's in my mind. Otherwise, it would be left in the like 20 years to 30. I don't know how many years anymore. In the back of my mind.
Yeah.
Unable.
I thought it was a fan-made like video. Like I'm like, this is pretty good voice acting. It's pretty similar to the characters. And then I was like, wait, who published this video?
No, they were very clearly targeting our generation because anybody younger wouldn't know what that is.
Yeah, well, the entire video is such like a YouTube poop meme. Like, it was very interesting.
It's from a luminal test. It's possible that some of my blood found its way after this. Agent Lang, may I ask for your cooperation in this matter? Humph, I got a choice. Sheena, call the lab boys.
Understood.
Oh, we're just sitting and waiting for the lab boys to show up and not doing other stuff. Except for a dab on the left side, it would appear that the blade is spotless.
So it must have been the left side of the prop sword that you got hit with that, right? Okay, I'll update the recreation with this new piece of info.
Won't rest to have expected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny from this picture. It's me. I have to say, it's really embarrassing to see myself like this.
Yeah, like what would he say?
What?
Would he say it's me Edgeworth or it's
It's
me
me.
Miles? Because
It's
like we
me.
don't know with Mario, because
Really
Mario's
is.
last name is also Miles. Mario's last name is also Mario.
I mean, if you consider the live-action Mario movie canon.
Oh yeah, like that's my lore Bible. It's the live action movie.
Then I shudder to think what you think Goopas canonically look like.
Oh yeah, we don't have to talk about it.
Okay.
Oh. So what were you thinking about at the time?
I don't recall, but I would guess I was thinking about the kidnapping.
Really? Because I don't think so at all. Your face practically screams, I'm about to be conked over in the head.
You made my face look like this. You created this.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know where the line of like this is a digital recreation based on the information we have starts versus this is literally just a facsimile of exactly what it looked like.
They said very
Like,
clearly
no-
that they can only put in information they have about it.
Yeah, but I'm saying like how we're treating it. Like in game it's explained as that, but like for the gameplay purposes, they're like treating it as if it's literally what happened.
I mean, no, because they're updating it, but there is a couple times like that mirror thickness that don't make sense.
Yeah.
If I had known that at the time, do you think I would have let myself be hit?
The sword is new. You know, the Bad Badger is pretty bad looking when you see him up close.
What did you expect from a character named the Bad Badger?
And those sunglasses? Wearing them in the dark makes him seem extra bad.
I'm lost. Which meaning of bad does she really mean?
And in the next instant, this badger will swing its left arm and complete with weapon in hand.
Yes, to club me with the left side of the prop sword.
Shall I recreate the moment of impact? I want to see the pained expression in your face.
The
Hello.
pained expression you're making up?
Well, a little sadist.
It's just fine the way it is. Wait, maybe not. It's just my imagination, or is something not quite right? Is something not quite right?
I don't know the direction he's looking at.
Is he holding the sword correctly?
Kinda. I don't. It depends. Like I wouldn't hold the sword in that direction if I was gonna swing it down on someone.
It's the side of the handle. I mean, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I feel like they're getting out of the wrong hand, but...
I imagine it's having snuck up on you.
The gadget viewers can even replicate people's movements.
Well, it's used to playing hide, so of course it's got to be able to simulate the police.
It's definitely very well made. Perhaps too well made, and maybe I should confiscate it after the investigation. I remember glancing over and seeing this figure sitting here after as I left the dining room.
So I guess I got it spot on when I put it here in my recreation.
I didn't take a good look, but I'm sure there was a badger here. Piece of a set of armor on a pile here. A set of armor?
What do you think they? Why do you think they almost always have sets of armors inside haunted houses?
I suppose this sort of interior design is meant to bring out the sense of normalcy.
Why do all your explanations have to be so hard to understand, Mr. Edward? I'll try explaining it again, but this time so that even a thief like me can get it.
Okay, just like explain it like I was 5. That may prove to be a most difficult task. Just explain it in football terms.
Is intelligence a dump stat for thieves?
Intelligence is a dump stat for any class that doesn't use intelligence. Which is anything but wizards or artificers.
Yeah.
If we deduce, what is deduce with evidence? Oh. I think it's swinging to the right side. Do we only have one logic? We only have one logic. I don't know what we should do.
There's something we haven't done on this game then, right? That's what it's saying?
I believe so. It says... Yeah, there's something on the screen. We've examined everything, I think. I think all of the... yeah. Anywhere on the Bad Badger gets that conversation. Anywhere on him gets the other conversation.
Examine the eyes.
The what?
Milay's edgewad.
Examining him what?
His eyes.
His eyes?
Yeah.
It's just the same thing on what he was thinking about.
No, wait, right here. It's the last thing he said. I was trying to read it.
Oh.
Keep going. No, that's not it. He said earlier. He said something of like, "You're right. Like,
The
what?
sword.
Something is wrong."
It's right here. Maybe not.
Yeah,
Just
the
make
pained
sure
expression.
Something not quite right here. This one examining the sword. That's why I think there's something wrong with the sword.
Yeah. Okay, so deduce.
Deduce will have us pair it against a,
Oh no, yeah, you gotta show, right? That's what it is.
Gotta what?
You gotta show.
What do you mean show?
Like to objection to.
That's not an option. You deduce, you pick a piece of evidence that's connected to the spot.
Yeah. So I think it's either the missing model gun or the right, because like what does it say? The missing model gun. No, keep going. Go to the sword. The not the sword. The gun by itself. Nope. There was something that said the hand. Like that he was somebody was left-handed, right?
I don't think that's relevant for this. Oh wait, you mean this, that he was left-handed?
Yeah.
No, he's right-handed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So why is he gonna hit him with the left hand for the sword?
So, deduce, sword.
The sword, and then the right hand.
Actually, I feel like maybe I should be more in the hand spot. And then Colin Deveray.
Nope. Oh,
According
yeah.
to this document, the victim was right-handed.
Aha! I guess this has changed which hand is holding the weapon then.
Knuckle back!
Hold on, you two. You didn't think I was going to ignore something like that, did you?
What are you talking about? Look, no interrupting. We're not about to have a little fun.
Ha! Even if you change the recreation, you'll be wasting your time. Not possible for that thing to hold something in its right hand, you know.
But Mr. Edgeworth's logic is...
What's that thing called? The Bad Badger? Just take another good look at the right hand.
Oh, I forgot the weapon is in its right hand because there's already a gun in it.
Precisely. I knew that already. Yes, and I also know that the Badger is holding the weapon in his right hand. You aware of what's coming out of your mouth? Just contradict yourself. I have evidence, of course, proof that the culprit held that sword in his right hand. Sounds interesting. Alright then, show me this evidence. This piece proves that the culprit held the weapon in his right hand when he struck.
It's the thing that said it was ripped, right? Missing model gun, ripped from the back Badger costume.
You think it was that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Doesn't prove it, but like that's the best thing we got. And that's evidence that you were hitting the right side of the temple, but like, is that proof? I would say it's either the sword or the missing gun.
Or the dossier, but we're doing it twice.
Yeah.
I'll do the missing gun.
Take that!
Nope. Should point to this piece of evidence. The heck kind of proof is that supposed to be, Mr. Prosecutor? Can it be? You don't know your left from right? Poppycock. Perhaps that was the evidence I was looking for.
What are you doing, Miss Edgeworth? Get your head on straight. Look, think about it when you're picking a lock. You hold the lockpick in your right hand.
Hey, that's only if you're right-handed and interested in thievery. Agent Lang, accept my apologies. I'm not sure what I had meant to show you all along. In that case, hurry up and show it to me already. You think it's the sword?
The sword, I guess, yeah.
Is this...
Because you were struck in the right side, so right on right.
I'll try the sword, I guess.
Take that!
The answer is the weapon itself. Except for a bit on the left side, the prop sword is absolutely spotless. However, if the culprit had used the left hand, the blood would be on the opposite side.
But the replica Badger isn't holding the sword in his right hand. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Giving up already, it's simple. If he can't hold the sword in his left or his right hand, he holds it in his mouth. Oh, and the one who struck me cannot have been the Bad Badger. Are you paying attention, Lance? Mr. Decon could not have been the one who struck me. It leaves only you as our primary suspect. Fine. It was me. I hit you. Here's that you lied to me yet again, but see how quickly we catch up to you, Lance?
Wait, isn't Lance left-handed?
Yes, but that's what makes this deception all the more interesting. Use his right hand to make it look like Mr. Decon had been the one who struck me. But you see, firing a gun with one's non-dominant hand is difficult. That level of dexterity isn't required to swing a prop sword. Okay, please input this new data. The one who hit me from behind was Lance. Or should I say the Proto-Badger?
You got it. Here I go. 1,000-yard stare, go.
Now we have a faithful recreation situation around the attack on me.
All right. All we have to do is examine this new recreation and...
Ha 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 ha! What exactly is so funny, Agent Lang? An amusing little gadget that sure packs a punch, right, Shayna?
Yes. It was all I could do to hold my laughter in. Hey, don't make fun of Little Thief. You mean old werewolf? You and Mr. Edgeworth bring out the best in each other.
You had your little fun, but now it's my turn. I sat quietly by, listening. But the crude conclusions you two keep spewing don't whet this wolf's appetite. No guarantee that your toy will always show the real situation at any given time. All it displays is whatever information you put in there, right?
Well, when you put it that way.
Your suppositions are wrong. It's not your fault, so I'm going to let you in on this. There was a trick to this haunted house. Which may that be exactly? A trick beyond what your tiny imagination can produce. Sheena!
Yeah.
Now then, what you missed, girlie, is written right here in this pamphlet. 7 Wonders of the Haunted House, the Disappearing Badger.
What is this?
It says someone around here has found the theatrics. And as you can see, they set a doll down at the end of this hallway for that purpose. Basically, the blue badger you saw, which is a stupid doll. How could this be? Guess that throws your whole theory about it being your attacker out the window. Somebody posed as the stupid doll.
That can't be right! Maybe the culprit hid the doll somewhere. And then he laid down to pretend to be it instead.
The criminal couldn't even hide himself in the hallway. How could he hide a giant doll? You get it now? Thanks to your presumptions. Your logic started off weak and led you to the completely wrong conclusion. Get off your high horse.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Okay, I wonder if you could please input the new information for me. You don't know when to quit, do you? Can't quit, not until I can declare that I found the truth. Agent Lang, for the additional information, you have my thanks. There we go again. See if I care.
Okay, I'm updating the recreation now. That looks really weird. Look at how it changed from the blue badger into the proto badger all of a sudden.
This leftover badger was just a doll. Where was my attacker hiding?
Well, that's what we're gonna find out, right? So come on, Mr. Edgeworth, let's go.
Yes, let's. This recreation can't be right. There must be a contradiction somewhere.